Good morning. I am Alka Negi Tomar. We will listen to the story of Swami Vivekanand, the modern saint of India. The story here is based on the book The Life of Swami Vivekanand by his Eastern and Western disciples, published by Advait Ashram in 1965, 10 years after Swamiji entered into his final illumination. The book is considered as authentic as it could possibly be. The resource people have had first-hand association with Swamiji. Swami Vivekanand was born in the prestigious Datta family of northern Calcutta. His father, Vishwanath Dutt, and mother Bhuvaneshwari longed for a male child to carry on the family name. He was born on Makar Sankranti, January 12, 1863, by the grace of Lord Shiva. A very naughty child, Naren as he was called, was very restless too. His mother found that whenever he was in a fit of restlessness, pouring cold water on his head while chanting Shiva name would calm him and make him happy. Bhuvaneshwari Devi was his first teacher. She taught him not only Bengali and English alphabet but also the stories of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Naren was enamored by the stories of Ramayana. He brought an idol of Ram and Sita and would often sit and meditate upon them. Once he heard about a person suffering the agonies of married life. The thought of a god going through the troubles entailed through marriage were disturbing to him. So delusioned he became that he replaced the idol of Sita Ram with that of Shiva. As a student, he was brilliant. He was innovative, creative, and very playful. Once he was amusing his friends with small talk in the class while the teacher was teaching. When asked who was speaking, the whole class kept quiet. To check the students, the teacher asked them a few questions that no one could answer. Naren's mind was so sharp that he could concentrate on two things at the same time. He was the only student who answered all the questions posed to him. The teacher punished the whole class for not paying attention and told Naren to sit down. But Naren took the punishment, saying that it was he who was talking all the while. Naughty as he may have been, he was honest too. Naren studied vocal and instrumental music under the able tutelage of Ahmad Khan and Beni Gupta. This art would augur him well in later years. It is said that the great sage Ramakrishna had had a vision of the child Vivekanand, whom he recognized as a great saint. He waited for him a long time and was ecstatic when he first met Vivekanand. The meeting of the two is related with a lot of enthusiasm. The story of Naren, always a skeptic, taking Ramakrishna, a simpleton, as a guru, is riveting. Naren asked Ramakrishna a point-blank question: "Have you seen God?" Ramakrishna's simple answer, "As clearly as I see you," is legendary. Naren had his own share of trials and tribulations. His father expired and his cousins put up a case on them to claim the part of house that he was residing in. This phase was one of the most difficult period of his life. He had to move from door to door for want of work and food. It is during this period that he felt that world was run by the devil. He wept at his inability to provide for his family. He forced his mentor, Ramakrishna, to plead to Mother Goddess for him. Ramakrishna sent him to Mother Goddess thrice to ask her what he wanted, and thrice he failed to ask for any material thing for himself or his family. Each time he asked for salvation. Under the able guidance of Ramakrishna, Vivekanand took to celibacy and renunciation. He wandered in the woods and went on pilgrimages. He travelled round the country making acquaintance with many influential people, some rich, some powerful, some seekers of truth. His followers increased by the day. He was revered for his intellect, logic, wit, and spiritual wisdom. Through his travels, he realized that Indians had lost their own individuality, and that was the cause of all mischief in India. If the misery of the country was to be eliminated, then the country needed to be educated. He also experienced that people were there for lip service. They would talk a lot, but when it came to working, they would shy away. He had a huge fan following, but little money and lesser workmen. One day at the beach of Cape Comorin, an idea descended on him that he should cross the ocean and earn money to work towards the cause of awakening his country and countrymen. The Maharaja of Khetri, who felt indebted to Swamiji for being blessed with a son, sponsored Swamiji's visit to the West. Swamiji had absorbed the knowledge of Buddhism, Jainism, Shaivism, Vaishnavism, and even Mohammedan on his expansive tour of India. He had expounded the theory of Advaitism and was the true representative to the Parliament of Religions to be held in Chicago in 1893. He won a huge fan following in the West. After returning to India, he started the Ramakrishna mission with the help of his trained Indian and Western disciples. The Ramakrishna mission is a worldwide spiritual movement that asks its followers to be true to their religion and respect all faiths. The Ramakrishna mission is active to date, around 125 years hence. With that, we round off the Saints of India series. We'll be back with you with a new series. Till then, stay tuned, remain healthy. Bye.